The Spirit of Minnetonka Award to me means who emulates the values and the things that the city holds up as being its strategic priorities. Who is living that every day?
Well, it's a good way to recognize that employee, to show their commitment to the city and to the residents.
Minnetonka culture is very strong, and you'll see these individuals are well known throughout the organization. They are people who truly capture who we are as Minnetonka and lead us up in an organization.
You know, this person is someone that's a great leader. I know their department completely looks up to them. They're easygoing, they're very helpful, and they're extremely open-minded on things.
They have faced some of the hardest professional situations in the last 5 to 7 years that has completely changed the way they work. This leader has taken those challenges and has led through them.
He is somebody that always is looking to make people better. I know he's improved the way that I operate, just being around him, seeing the way that he thinks about different problems and how to approach them.
So I've worked with Scott almost my entire career here, over 24 years, and it's always been great. Scott is a super positive person, very lighthearted, stays calm in even the most stressful situations, but he's also fun to work with.
Throughout my career, I have really seen his leadership continue to develop, which has been pretty special. He is one that is extremely approachable and is just all in all a great leader to work for.
He is big on teamwork too, and so he's always making sure that people have the right people around them to keep them in a good place. Again, keeping a positive attitude. He just is always positive about things.
In April, we had some Hennepin County Sheriff's deputies were attempting to serve an arrest warrant for an individual at a residence in the south part of our city. When they went to do that, they were shot at by a person inside of that house. One of the deputies was struck by the gunfire and injured his hand. We responded to assist with that.
Chief Boerboom was actually one of the first persons to arrive in the area shortly after the officers had arrived on scene, and very quickly worked to establish a command for that particular scene.
One of the things I think that's unique about Scott is he's really respected amongst the law enforcement community. So other chiefs showed up there to support him. He stepped into a role, you know, kind of helping to navigate with the media and the messaging, and going downtown to help stand beside the sheriff and address what had happened that day. And I think that just goes to show just his ability to bring people together in those situations, and his ability just to be looked at for that guidance and, you know, that advice when there's a difficult problem.
At leadership, we typically go around the room at the end and kind of give an update, and I have to follow Scott every time. And so when I'm trying to think about what I'm going to say after Scott gives his grandiose update, it's very difficult to follow Scott every time.
Scott's got his daily Quick Trip salad and yogurt that he eats for lunch. He's a man of many routines, I guess, from the Diet Mountain Dew to very specific pop orders at the restaurants and things like that.
This whole body of work that he's instrumental in shaping and framing is really looking at our department culture. And I look at our department and we have, wow, just great people. It is incredible what gets accomplished with his team.
And my time here at the city, he's been nominated time and time again, and it's just really great to see that he came out on top this time and is well deserved and much overdue.